Thus, the story of immaterial and missing power begins. Hey everyone, this is Night Force, and I've been asked to do you guys a quick little video. Today, I have been asked to do Yuyuko Saigyouji. I'm going to be going with my usual spell cards here. I'll explain these later, hopefully. So, within the realm of death. Oh, are you going out? Yes, the weather is so nice. Why don't you go out too every once in a while? I work outside all the time. By the way, what's your duty anyway? Huh? Oh, I see. I guess I'll come with you. Wrong. You're the guard, aren't you? Yes. My duty includes that. A real Centennial has to prevent people inside from getting out. And thus, the fight with Yuyuko and Yomu begins. Excuse me as I try and warm up a little more and get my butt handed to me right off the bat. But I'm going to be very honest here. Yuyuko, as you just saw there, for me, is very difficult. Her spell cards to me are just difficult, and I just have a hard time countering her. So forgive me while this fight goes by really, really crummily. But Yuyuko is a little more of an air attacker from what I've seen and gathered of her play. Not as like range spammy or spell spammy as she was in the upcoming fighter games. And here's the first sign. Yomu spawns two ghosts. Her Myon turns into a unattackable, unstunnable mirror image of herself, and they both proceed to go back and forth on the screen, doing 3 quick swipes that'll do a massive amount of damage. And as you can see there, I'm trying to just barely get by here, but it's not gonna work too well, is it? I'm trying. Shush. But, guarding usually ends in... Guarding usually ends in your shield being broken, of course, especially after they get you caught in the corner. If they get you caught in the corner, you're pretty much screwed. Spell card beaten. Next spell card. Slash of Clouded Inner Eye. This one is a little easier to dodge, but if you don't dodge it, it hurts. That... What the hell was... I'm lagging. Thank God I dodged that, without actually knowing. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a quick... What the... Fudging... There's something up with my computer. Ow. As you can see, it's a very quick swing forward, but it hurts. Well, keep up the hard work. Okay, I see. Jeez. You're a guard. Such a bad attitude. I'm worried. Don't worry, I won't let anyone pass. Is that so? Seems like I'll have some trouble when I come back. And that is the first stage. It's a terrible score. I'm very rusty with this. It's been ages since I played 7.5. And here we have Marissa. Huh? What are you doing around here? Well, I did come here on purpose. So it's all for you know what. Oh, that? Even so, it's unusual for ghosts to show up here in broad daylight. How reckless. Who? You? Or the Shrine Maiden? You and her. Correct. It wouldn't be so weird if it were night, even for a ghost like you. There are ghosts during the day too, you know. And without much explanation, we started fighting against Marissa and she instantly launched his whole butt at me. Now, Marissa is a little easier to deal with than Yuyuko. Or not Yuyuko, Yomu. Just slap around a little bit, it's really easy. Yuyuko's down and kick button is quite powerful. The trick to Stardust Revere is just to jump and graze, hit her when she's coming down. you'll see me just pretty much spam this. And I messed up that command. I thought I could gunshot that. Shotgun that. Asteroid Belt! When she's in this mode, she's not stunnable and she's pretty much easy pickings. This is a very easy spell card to just bash right on through. Say. So, where's the other reckless person? Well, she's either preparing tea over there somewhere or drinking tea over there. Such wonderful choices. Oh, really? Yes, especially the second one. And there we go with that. Horrible score. So I did a little research on Yuyuko and her place of stuff. Tea at the Boundary. And here we have Raymond. Geez, right after you came through here and made a mess, right after I swept. It totally defeats the purpose. Oh, I thought you were cleaning up so it'd be easier to fight. Anyway, where's Marissa? Over there pouring tea. Or maybe over there drinking tea, I suppose. In any case, it's your turn for tea time. Well, I guess I'll have some then. But first it's time for... you know what. Huh? Oh, that. Yes, that. You sure are pretty spirited for a ghost. And thus begins the fight with Reimu! But then again, Reimu's always just getting in the fights for no apparent reason and smacking stuff on. Reimu's decently easy as well. Continuous Fantasy Orb. Easy graze gets you right by him. If you can get it just right, you can graze through all of them at the exact in one graze. And then just beat her down just as she gets back up. This can be interrupted as you just saw. And if she jumps, it's an easy slap down. Back to a normal non-spell fight. But after I did some research on Yuyuko, I found out that the place that she lives, Hakugayukaru, I hope I'm saying that right, is actually a place that is believed in old Chinese legend that artists and poets would go after they've passed. It's really interesting, isn't it? Here's another spell card, Yin Yang Scattering. You can graze them. As they spread out, as they continue bouncing further on, they become harder to graze. Just keep close, you'll do fine. Next spell card, Exorcism Border. You do not want to let her keep getting these out. You want to interrupt as much as possible, because if she gets too many of them out, your mobility will be greatly hindered. And they do hurt. They will keep knocking you up, and you'll go up, 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 up. You should really only have tea in the shrine. I wonder if I could have a cup, too. Don't you mean you can only have Sari of Negro or something? Ah, but I have to be on my way quickly today. You're always so carefree, even more so than me. Wouldn't it be okay just to have a cup? It's just a tea break. I should wait until tomorrow for a full stomach. And therefore we pass by Reimu. Now, let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, what I discovered in Yuyuko's interesting lore and histories and stuff. But the tree that in Perfect Cherry Blossom that she tried to resurrect, the Saigyouji Akashi, or Ayakashi, or however you pronounce it. Death of the Study of Ghosts. Excuse me as I jump around. I tend to do that. It seems a ghost has appeared before me. Am I that much of an inspiration? So, it's time for that. That? By the way, don't you have feet? Why, I've got a left foot next to a right foot. That's just common sense. So what are you doing in a place like this? Didn't I already say I came for you-know-what? You mean enlightenment? Yes, enlightenment. You'll have to give me something in return, or else you'll put me in a bad position. Well, the Miko couldn't do it, so I don't think there's anything you can do about Nirvana either. You know, there's something wrong about asking a Shrine Maiden to get you into heaven. Just who said they wanted to, I wonder? Aren't you missing something from your speech? That's because there's a long part and a short part. Normal people can't understand what I'm talking about when that happens. And I suppose I'm normal, but ultimately, you'll become invisible if you have the short part. I wonder if someone as carefree as you can see me. And here goes a decently hard fight with Sakuya. She is what Yuyuko will eventually become in later fighter games, a projectile spammy, ranging meanie. Try and stick close and interrupt her as often as you can. Being Yuyuko and having slightly slow attack speeds, I'm gonna try my best. But, back to what I found in my little searches. After I explain this next spell card. Serial Killer Doll. Try and graze as much as you can, but there is a version that takes a longer time to graze. This one. Those long streams, have fun grazing those. It is easier to graze on the ground, and don't graze backwards. I just learned that. No interruption. I might as well go into the next spell card too, because we're about to finish it! No. I'm doing terrible. Sakuya is hard. There. Back into a normal fight. But the Ayakashi tree, before it became the deadly tree that it was known for, there was a poet that knew that, you know, pretty much he knew his hour of death was coming, Spellbreak. He pretty much always wanted to die underneath the most beautiful tree. So, before he died, he went and he looked for the wonderful tree. And he lied underneath it and died in peace. And after the legend of his story went around, people went and saw this tree and saw how beautiful it was. And every year, it got more and more beautiful. Second sign, checkmate. It is interruptible. Do it as much as you can, although you won't be able to get it as often. If you can't interrupt her, try and graze it. Don't shield, because your shield will wear out a lot. See, I almost got a guard break. See? Easy to interrupt, just one tap. But people kept coming to see this beautiful tree. And it eventually started to absorb some of the spiritual energy of these visitors. And it kept feeding off the trees, kept feeding off, or not feeding off the trees, but kept feeding off the people and feeding off the people, and eventually got the power of a yokai. And when, of course, when it gained this power, you're screwed. When it eventually got the power of a yokai, I'm gonna summon up my spell. Try and catch her in a stun. See, now I can catch her in a stun, summon it again, get her in more of a stun, get some more damage going in. But after it became a yokai cherry tree, 99 hit! But, it started consuming people's souls and gaining even more power. And eventually it became way too dangerous to get close to it. So some unknown hero, I don't know, I couldn't find anything about it, Spellbreak, decided to seal the tree. Well, it looks like I can win, whether I can see you moving or not. It feels horrible to lose to someone with no real aim. Well, there is something I'm trying to do. I doubt that. It's an invisible enemy. maybe you'll be able to see them tomorrow. And there we beat Sakya. But anyway, back to the tree. Some unknown hero came by and sealed the tree. Now, one of the main components of the tree sealing was Yuyuko's body after she committed suicide. Now, whether she used her ability to invoke death on herself or whether she died through other means, I don't know. But it was quite interesting. Ceremony of the Visualization. What's going on? It's so noisy here. Tomorrow should be fun since I worked so hard. I'm sure of it. Such an active ghost. What do you want? Everyone thinks they have their free will, but they don't realize they're being manipulated. So today, I moved freely to make sure no one has their free will. If everything goes well, maybe we can see something interesting tomorrow. That's not what I asked, but will I be able to see this interesting thing as well? Something interesting? I wonder what it could be. Well, that's quite... I see, that's your way to disturb the Puppet Master's intent. Should I do something like that too? By the way, I found a new tea. Or Sincha, for short. Where is this from? The shrine. Is this really new? It's the god's new tea, or kocha for short. I don't like that brand. But I don't need it. I only drink red tea. And here comes perhaps one of the most difficult fights with Yuyuko. The fight with Remelia. She's highly mobile and some of her spell cards are just insanely powerful if you make a single mistake. One of which has a very, very large attack span, making it near impossible to graze. Her incredible speed and maneuverability also makes it difficult for the slightly slower Yuyuko. Now, where was I about the tree? Oh, yes. Now, the Akashi tree was placed under a seal. Now, I've never heard of anything about this, but from what I can understand, the tree has to be in Bad Lady Scramble. Jumping into the spell card. I'm terrible, aren't I? Just pretty much hide in a corner and just put your guard up. And she won't really do much pain to you. Except for that. If she does try and activate it while right in front of you, it will hurt. And she'll guard break you in an instant. If she goes the wrong way, just use a long-range attack, see if you can get in some free hurts. And that seemed to work pretty fine, so let's see how this goes. And very well. She gets up and uses my Heartbreak. Stay close to her. I am warning you, stay close. And jump just before she throws it. She gives you a small time frame and the direction of where she's going to throw Ganir. The little fragments that you see behind also hurt too. But one mistake with that and it will take out a large chunk of your health. I took a chance right there. Now, it goes back into a normal spell fight. But the tree can, or back to what I found, the tree Ayakashi can only absorb souls when it's in full bloom. Now, in order to reach full bloom, it needs a tremendous amount of energy, and that's what the seal does. The seal absorbs the tree's energy, preventing it to go into full bloom, therefore preventing it from absorbing souls. Now, Yuyuko heard that there was a body sealed within the tree. Hell's Catastrophe. Jumping onto this. This spell card has three different attacks. One that you just saw launches 3 giant shots, which is easily grazable. Each shot should be grazed individually. And she drops down harmlessly, giving you a large opening to attack. I did not do that right. There you go. And another one. Oh, she's about to do it. Ow, you saw that damage. Pull the video back if you want to see that damage. It's safe to get underneath her for this. Now there's another one where a pentagram will come up from below her, and you'll pretty much want to get away from her as quick as you can, because that one hurts even more. But dodging the possibility of 2 spells makes it easier, damn it. Okay, got that one. I'm probably gonna have to spell lock her. Now watch how I do this, guys. Okay, ready? Ready? Ow. Ah, missed. Graze, graze, graze. This is the spell card that is extremely hard because she has an extremely long attack time for that, and grazing all of it is extremely difficult. Spell. Oh, we got it, we got it. Pull it off. And we're gonna try and lock her. Ah, I ran out of spell power. Hang on, let's see if we can do it again. Right now. Got her, keep her locked, keep her locked, keep her locked, keep it locked, keep it locked. And we did it. That was easy. I wonder, can this predetermined tomorrow? I wonder, can the predetermined tomorrow be changed by this? Excuse me as I get something to drink, because talking continuously makes me thirsty. To be sure, roundabout, I'd rather go for the Puppet Master in a more straightforward fashion. Haven't you heard the phrase, more haste, less speed? Time is precious metal whatsoever, you know. A silver knife? But you know, a silver cup has the property of being able to stop time. A silver cup being able to stop time, I believe, is a reference to there is always time for tea time. But anyway, from what I can understand also from, you know, little rumor bits I've heard, that when Yuyuko tried to unseal the Akashi tree, that her own body within the tree stopped her from unsealing it, so Yuyuko actually was failing, or was destined to fail unsealing it, friend of an old friend, was destined to fail right from the get-go. Good morning. Good morning. But you're early, you know. There is a bit of time before the feast. Want some tea? Has anything strange or interesting happened lately? Well, you mean as strange as a weird ghost coming by yesterday? That's no good. And what do we have here? One must disturb her own intentions in order to not be controlled. You're so haphazard. Is that so? But you know, it's not like you to make an appearance. Well, I wanted to see you hard at work, my friend. You're just here to toy with me, aren't you? You're Yukari, after all, troll. No, I'm here to crush you. Oh, by the way, I found a new tea. Oh, what a surprise, me too. Is that so? Then do you know about how the fresh scent of tea fades away with time? That's too bad. I don't, since my tea's scent doesn't fade, ever. And then begun a difficult fight with Yukari. Just try and stay a little close, but beware of what you just saw right there. That has a very far reach. Now where was I at? Oh. So yeah, Yuyuko was destined to fail unlocking or unsealing the Akashi tree right from the get-go. Because she herself would stop herself. Quadruple Barrier is one of Yukari's more pain-in-the-butt spells. Just try and keep her at a distance. I'm probably going to let you see it, at least. There you go. It spans out several little bullets and has a little border around her. The border does nothing, you can actually pass through it, but the pellets are annoying. This one is even more so annoying. It grazes first through lines, and with it, she turns into the orb and starts traveling towards you. You can actually knock her out of that. Try and spam her and keep her at a distance. As you can see, I'm really, seriously, this you cannot stun her out of, and there she starts moving forward and catches me off guard. Yeah, very cheap, isn't it? There. Combo! Our next Oh, spell fight, or it's a non-spell fight. I'm not going to the grave. Screw you. But yeah, I found pretty much that information on Yuyuko. Not much else. I wish there was more, like on most other Toho characters, but for some reason she doesn't have that much. Now whether she... I'm still trying to figure out, was it sickness that killed Yuyuko, or did she use her own ability to manipulate death to kill herself? And there's also speculation that Yukari was there when she killed herself. Now why she killed herself, I don't know. If it was a self-suicide act. I'm gonna have to... Never mind. She beat me to it. Damn you, Ron! The importance of being Ron for some of my friends who know this. Ron is very easily notable to where she's gonna go. She's just as annoying as Yomu's first spell attack, but with Yukari being as easily knockaroundable and not having those 3 combo swing attacks, it makes it easier to complete the task. There. No more Ron. Infinite speed of flying object. Now this one, you gotta have a little precision to jump. Sometimes it'll go at the bottom line of it, and all you gotta do is jump to... Oh, ow. This one's the most difficult for me because you require an extreme accuracy when jumping, and I'm getting my ass handed to me because of that high beam. Yeah, that high beam, you can't see it when you're jumping, so you'll hit it without really meaning to, and I can't... Why am I having difficulty small jumping? I'm trying to stay focused. Okay, I managed to dodge that one. Just punish her. Just punish her. Ow. Oh shit. No, don't get my butt. Ow. This seriously is not as difficult as I am making it. This is extremely easy. Why the hell is it so difficult? It's very quick and trying to keep, and once again, that top part of the screen, please keep an eye on the top part of the screen as best you can. You can duck through that one. Yukari doesn't actually initially cause many attacks in this phase. She just tends to just bounce around and dodge, which is right now working as a great tactic. Well, I was about to say I'm doing quite fine in that. And another spell break. Seriously though, guys, this is not as difficult as this is looking. I'm doing terrible. Very terrible. I'm trying to fire my own lasers. And yes, it even gets you on the edge of the screen if it doesn't look like it will. Finish that spell card. Screw you. Next one, first class Prenuptial Motion Machine. This one is slightly annoying. Easy to fight in, just don't move too fast and just dodge the pattern within. Do not let Yukari get very far away from you, as that will prove difficult to get close range within her. She won't do many attacks herself. Once again, she's going to the more passive attack style of just letting the spell do its job. There. In fact, the scent of the fresh tea just spreads out and gets weaker. It never actually goes away. How indirect. So there's a way to gather back all the scent that's spread out. That is, to make a big boundary surrounding it suddenly very small. Bees? I guess I have no choice. After all, you asked me to. And there we've beat Yukari, the great observer of Gensokyo, and also a troll and an old hag, as some phantom would want. Now we're going to start talking about the Yuyuko's Phantom, which is really weird on how it goes. And here, immaterial and missing fantasy. What do we have here? Ah, I got found. All thanks to your strange ramblings. Oh darn, just when I thought I found my memories, it turned out to be a little Oni. And I thought I'd be able to play a little more. I didn't think that a strange ghost like you would come out and spoil my fun. Oni wouldn't have any fragrance or anything. How rude, you called me out to gather all the fresh scent back, right? A white cedar is more fragrant than its buds. Even a dirty little Oni like you should know that. Is it supposed to be a compliment? This scent I've gathered, does it bear your mark on purpose or by chance? It's okay if kids like you don't understand. You must be brave to treat an Oni like a kid. Or is it just that you're already dead? Now that you mention it, it seems I found a new tea. You know, I am here, so there's no point in changing the topic back to that. Was it really something natural and not on purpose? Of course it's all natural. It is the tea from the shrine. There's no way shrine tea could be natural. You want to compare which has a better scent, me or that tea from the shrine? Amazing. You think that's amazing? It gets better from here. That's what I meant. I'm a natural demon. My powers are natural. My powers aren't useless like yours. And here we start the fight with Suika Ibuki. Here we have a handful and a lot of spell cards to cover. Now, while I sit here and spam this ability and get the first spell card, Throwing of Amano Iwato. She's gonna jump up in the air, gather a bunch of rocks, and hurl them at you. Throughout the entire animation, she is completely vulnerable to an attack. And we broke that spell card. Oh no, wait, we just broke her attack spell. And jump. Ah, I jumped too early. And I missed. Spell card bonus. Giant Oni of Earth's Axis. Now this one's a little difficult. You gotta dash at the right time, so you gotta go by ear. And she's very panicky with the hit time on this. And dodge. As you can see, there's a blank space where you can just attack right through her, which is really kind of stupid. And I attacked the wrong way. Son of a gun. Anyway, the reason why everyone always pins Yuyuko to eat and eat and eat is because some gluttonous line she said in A Perishable Night. Which in all the other games, you know, she never really says anything else ever again about eating and munching, especially on Mystia. But you'll see in A Perishable Night if you watch the video. You'll see. Oh come on, seriously? She's got just a small sliver. How did that miss? Really? Oh, come on. Boogerhead, eat that. Ow. Ow. Normal spell card. I'm about to drop it. Damn it. Go. But, yeah, Imperishable Night is the reason of her munchies. But believe it or not, Yuyuko is actually extremely intelligent and very, very perceptive. she knew what kind of person Moko was right from the start, from the extra stage fight in Imperishable Night. She's very quick-minded and witted. Even though she may seem carefree and whatnot, she is actually one of the most, if not the most dangerous Gensokian in Toho. More so than Yukari, more so than Utsuho, more so than anybody else. Now watch out, if you get sucked into that, it's gonna hurt. A lot. Try and get on the other side of her, and let the spell card suck you into her, and you will do a lot of damage in trying to avoid the short throws. He's gonna throw another one, just try and stay out of that center. Now where was I? Oh yes, sharp and perspective. She very rarely... Massive configure. Oh, I remember this one. This one sucks. I actually have no clear way of knowing how to actually beat this spell card with great ease. I'm trying to block her as best I can, but it doesn't appear to be. Come on. Another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Ow. I got cancelled! That sucks. Yeah, this one I have actually no official way of knowing how to actually clear this with ease. I say just get away from the initial hit spot and graze whenever they come down. Gives you very little open time to attack. And ow. Yeah, as you can see, the spell card's hitting you pretty hard. Supermassive Conflagration. If you want, if it's okay with Fusion, go ahead and put a response video down below on how to actually beat this spell card on normal properly, because I have no damn clue. 6 Leagues in the Fog. Suika is going to make herself extremely gaseous, not dense, and she'll go about going places. And wherever the you'll notice like this one big main cloud floating around. It's the it's where she is. Now we're gonna go ahead and mist. Yeah, that spell card does very well. Bingo! Pandemonium. Her final spell card. She'll first start just spatting out round bullets like that. Just dodge them. And oh, there goes our bar down below. Now we got to go without knowing. Oops. That hurt. Try this again. Okay, got that. Poof! Health bar's gone. We have no clue how many lives we got or what our health is. This is kind of scary, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my spell card because I will not know. This will interrupt it for a little bit. Give me some time. Yes, this is very painful. There's a little rhythm that I usually try and go through with this. You'll see me start perfect. Yeah, now she starts suction. This is pretty much about as bad as it's gonna get. This is very difficult. I know I had 1 life last I saw. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, beat that thing. That's about it. And with that, we win. Points. Overall, I enjoy the game. It was definitely a first and very confusing for a lot of people when 7.5 came out, and rather difficult as well for some other people to grasp. But once you actually get used to it, the game is very fun. Now, when the next two fighting games came out, it became a little more user-friendly, or player-friendly. But Yuyuko, as I said earlier before, Yuyuko's fighting style slightly changes. She goes from this slow, power hitting house to a pretty much projectile spamming. But by far my favorite character to play in this would be Sakuya. She's a little friendly to the user, or player. I think we have long forgotten them, the ones who have lived on this land far longer than us, that is. Hey, isn't it okay to at least let them enjoy the feasts? Zoom. This has been Night Force on a Fusion production video. I've enjoyed making this for you guys, and I hope you give this video a like or favorite. If you have any questions, there's a comment section down below. You guys take it easy, take care, and be safe.